Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. The Bachelor Season 29's Grant Ellis and Juliana Pasquarosa have called off their engagement about 8 months after he proposed to her on October 31st, 2024, and 3 months after the finale aired. Grant and Juliana formed a strong bond throughout The Bachelor Season 29, and it grew stronger with each passing week. When it came time to propose, Grant was torn between her and second-place finisher Ellis. Despite this, Grant and Juliana became engaged, and they appeared happy following the program until they announced their separation. Grant confirmed his and Juliana's breakup via Instagram story. He posted a photo from their engagement photo shoot and added, "This is one of the most difficult things I've had to write, but I want to share it honestly. Juliana and I have chosen to discontinue our relationship. We both gave it our all and poured a lot of love into each other, but after many lengthy conversations, we've realized that we're simply not the perfect fit long term." Grant went on to say, "What we had was meaningful. The connection we created on the show was genuine, as was our effort to continue when the cameras stopped rolling. There is no negativity here. No resentment. Just two people that care about one another and want the best for the future. I'll always be grateful for what we shared and the personal growth that resulted." Grant closed by thanking everyone who supported and believed in our journey. "This chapter is coming to an end, but we both leave with feelings of love and respect in our hearts." Juliana also posted an Instagram story with a photo of herself and Grant meeting on The Bachelor Season 29 opening night. She commented, "It's a gift to find someone who sees the world in a way that speaks to you while also encouraging you to improve. I'm delighted to have had that experience with Grant." Juliana went on to explain, "Marriage is a commitment, and we both still believe in it strongly. After many honest conversations and reflections, we've decided that this chapter of our life is intended to continue on different roads." Juliana went on to say, "We shared something meaningful, navigating a unique journey side by side, learning, growing, and doing our best to support each other. And, while this is not the ending we had hoped for, it is one filled with mutual respect, care, and optimism for the future." Juliana continued by noting, "We're still cheering each other on, but from different places now. I am very grateful for all of your love and support. Please be gentle." Grant and Juliana's separation is yet another example of how getting engaged in such a short period of time on The Bachelor is usually a bad idea that leads to the couple splitting up soon after the program. While the couples are carried up in the show's whirlwind romances, when they return to the real world, their relationships are far more difficult to maintain, especially when they barely know each other. ABC has yet to renew The Bachelor, and Grant and Juliana's breakup suggests that it will not. Although it is always heartbreaking to watch a couple break up, I believe Grant and Juliana did the right thing by canceling their engagement sooner rather than later. They appear to still have a lot of love and respect for one another, therefore it's best if they parted ways soon before bitterness and anger accumulated. They're both nice individuals with excellent intentions, so it's unfortunate that their relationship couldn't work in the real world. I'm not surprised that Grant and Juliana broke up. Grant was so conflicted about Juliana and Ellis during the Bachelor Season 29 finale that it was difficult to believe he was fully committed to his engagement. I'm not saying he didn't love Juliana, I believe he did. However, I believe he was not ready to be engaged, and he may have proposed owing to the pressures of the program. I wish Grant and Juliana the best as they embark on the next chapter of their lives. The end of a fairy tale is never easy to witness, especially when it unfolded in front of millions of hopeful viewers who believed, even for a fleeting moment, in the magic of reality TV love. Grant Ellis and Juliana Pasquarosa were once the shining centerpiece of The Bachelor Season 29, a couple whose journey was marked by chemistry, shared values, and a dramatic yet seemingly satisfying conclusion. But like so many before them, their love story couldn't withstand the pressures of the real world, and now, just 3 months after the season finale aired and 8 months after that iconic Halloween proposal, the two have called off their engagement. It's a storyline familiar to Bachelor fans, two people meet under extraordinary circumstances, fall in love in a whirlwind of exotic dates and emotionally charged rose ceremonies, and pledge to spend forever together. But forever often proves elusive once the cameras stop rolling. Grant and Juliana had the makings of a strong couple, at least on screen. From their first conversation on night one, where Juliana stepped out of the limo in a vintage dress and offered Grant a small compass as a symbolic guide for his journey, they seemed like two people who could genuinely fall in love. Their chemistry was palpable. Throughout the season, Grant repeatedly referred to Juliana as someone who felt like home, a rare compliment in a franchise known for its tropes and dramatics. Juliana, for her part, remained steady and sincere. Unlike other contestants who leaned into rivalry or performed for the camera, she focused on her connection with Grant and rarely involved herself in house drama. That maturity and self-possession seemed to captivate him. But viewers saw cracks near the end. The final weeks of the season were marked by Grant's increasing indecision. While Juliana appeared to be the frontrunner for much of the journey, Lisha emerged as a compelling contender during their overnight date in Bali. Lisha brought out a different side of Grant, a more adventurous, spontaneous energy. With Juliana, things were grounding. With Lisha, things were electric. And so, at the final rose ceremony, Grant stood there in front of the ocean, struggling. It was a moment that lingered a beat too long before he finally said Juliana's name. What followed was emotional and romantic, a beachside proposal where Grant dropped to one knee, slipping a Neil Lane ring onto Juliana's finger as fireworks exploded behind them. Juliana cried tears of joy. Grant whispered, "You're my future." It was the ending many fans had hoped for. And for a while, it seemed like maybe, just maybe, this Bachelor love story would beat the odds. But behind the curated Instagram photos and red carpet appearances, the reality of their post-show life proved more complicated. Grant, who had returned to his life as a financial analyst in San Diego, and Juliana, who resumed her work as a behavioral therapist in New Jersey, found themselves not only living in different cities but moving in different emotional directions. They attempted bicoastal visits and even began premarital counseling, a recommendation from ABC's relationship advisors, but the deeper they dug into their relationship, the more they saw that their compatibility on the show didn't fully translate into real-world partnership. The announcement of their breakup came not through a tabloid leak, but from Grant himself via Instagram story. The photo he chose was telling, one from their engagement shoot, full of soft lighting and hopeful eyes. "This is one of the most difficult things I've had to write," he began, "but I want to share it honestly. Juliana and I have chosen to discontinue our relationship." His message was clear and mature, acknowledging the depth of their connection while also naming the painful truth: "We both gave it our all and poured a lot of love into each other, but after many lengthy conversations, we've realized that we're simply not the perfect fit long-term." Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any update.